All right, y'all, we are back with another video, and here we go again with all these liars over there on CNN. Seem like they got a Trump curse. Said that CNN is to fire hundreds in mass layoff after they ratings tank after Donald Trump's landslide win over comrade Kamala Harris. And y'all know CNN, MSNBC, all of them, they push propaganda, all this fake news, all these lies on Donald Trump. The same people, when Donald Trump had his rally in Madison Square Garden, talking about it was a Nazi rally, calling this man a fascist, and the American people did not fall for it. This is another network that license is on the line, getting ready to lose them license. You know what? When them ratings start tanking, that's when they start firing people. And then I'm hearing that MSNBC is supposed to sell their show. It's like ever since Donald Trump won, their ratings have just went down. And you know why? Because the same crap that they spewing now about Donald Trump, they were just spewing was the reason they lost. And they think people want to sit around and listen to that crap. So like I said before, we definitely finna check this out and see who all they getting ready to fire. And they talking about firing hundreds from CNN. So, hey, that's good news to us because we don't like the fake news. We don't like all them lies that they push. They hid Joe Biden health issues. They lied about Kamala Harris. These are the same people playing identity politics, and then they come out talking about we wasn't playing identity politics. Yes, y'all was. Talking about she gonna be the first ever black woman to run for to be president when the woman is not even black. So it's just all these lies that they kept pushing. So let's go ahead and dive straight into it. Please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. That way you can stay up to date with everything that's going on. And shout out to the one that always watches the entire video. I appreciate all of you who always stay to the end. It's very important. It helps get the video out when you watch the entire video. And I appreciate everybody that do that and the ones that hit that like button. Without further ado, let's go ahead and dive straight into it because it's good news for us when them ratings is low over there on CNN.
Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the winning continues. Winning continues as MSNBC may be sold at auction, as all of their shows crater an average of 50% in viewership. On election night, 25% of the cable network's usual viewers chose not to watch, instead turning to creators like us. Fake News Inferno, MSNBC viewership is gone, and Comcast looking for a potential sale of the company. Meanwhile, Donald Trump's heading up to Capitol Hill for the first time to level a beatdown on Republicans who won't get in line. Cash Pell's being floated for CIA director. Elon Musk is endorsing that. And CNN is planning on doing mass firings. Okay, that's just a quick preview of everything that's going on right now.
Extra top stars.
Oh boy, here we go. CNN is planning to wield an axe on its highest paid staff and talent. Oh boy. After dismal election ratings cap off a disastrous period for the cable news network. According to an explosive report from Puck News, network executives will unleash sweeping layoffs in a bid to save the network's failing reputation. This comes after the departure of Chris Wallace, who was fired yesterday. He says he's leaving. No, he was fired. His ass was fired. And amid reports, senior stars like Wolf Blitzer and Jake Tapper have been denied raises.
They ain't getting no
raise.
raise.
No mention of who may be on the shopping block. The highest paid stars include Anderson Cooper, who makes $20 million a year.
Golly.
Really?
$20 million?
Anderson Cooper makes $20 million a year.
To push lies about Trump.
Exactly. Nobody watches his show.
Nope.
More people watch our show, streaming for free. Okay? Than the Anderson Cooper. So why? What does he do? And by the way, he's already a Vanderbilt, so he's already got money. So he should do the job for free. Aaron Burnett makes $6 million a year. Aaron Burnett? Caitlin Collins makes $3 million a year. Jeez. Okay. In the next few months, I'm told that CNN will implement another round of layoffs and will impact hundreds of employees across the organization. CNN had a recent 100-person layoff in the summer. Fresh round of firings, insider said, will be geared towards production side of things. As a result, reporters and correspondents will be required to cover the slack, they said, describing how on-air workers will be asked to assume more of the responsibilities handled by the team of producers and production assistants. I think it's interesting because we had a show in cable news.
Does not look good for him.
We quit in order to do this. I made a bet here, and I think that bet is paid off, thanks to you. But I will tell you that these people are the most pampered, single dumbest, single-celled organisms in the country. They can't live without their prompters.
Nope.
They can't live without their ideas being fed to them. They have no idea to actually do news.
Nope, sure don't.
Like, we do the show, we do this entire channel with a handful of staff, like 10 people, and never do I ever have a prompter. I've never had a prompter ever on this channel. So, like,
that's real reporting.
That's at the very least. You might not like what I say, but at the very least has like the capacity to critical think. And what they're saying here is that the on-air talent will be required to do some critical thinking and some actual work, right? Like building the studio. Like, we built the studio ourselves. Redundant assignments will be nixed, and various divisions will be reduced or eliminated. Some on-air talent is likely to be affected. It went on to reveal. Sources who spoke to the reporter, who worked at CNN for years, this is the guy who founded Puck. He worked at CNN. Or Dylan Byers is the guy they're talking about. The new CEO, Mark Thompson, the former New York Times boss, brought in to overhaul the network. That is under Warner Brothers.
And that what Jake Tapper said. He was denied a raise. All they do is sit over there and spread lies. I mean, sit over there and spread lies, being fed information. Say this about Donald Trump because we got to help Kamala Harris out. Make sure you say this. Make sure you call him a fascist. Make sure you go after J.D. Vance. Make sure you always cut him off and just keep telling lies on Donald Trump to think the American people is going to listen to that crap. Now, as y'all can see, MSNBC, CNN, all their ratings have dropped. That's why they are starting to fire people and doing these mass layoffs. Because the next thing need to happen, them license need to be gone. Donald Trump could go out there, but I don't think he's going to do it. But like I said, all these people been doing for the longest is spreading straight lies about this man. Just like The View. The View is another one. They shouldn't even be on air. The crap that they say, the crap come out Sonny Host in their mouth, Whoopi Goldberg, the stuff that come out of their mouth, man, they need to be taken off air. So this is what CNN gets. So now they want to do these mass layoff and fire people, and you got Jake Tapper over there crying for a raise that he just got denied. That's what he get.
Discovery Parent. It goes on to say that ratings have fallen more than 20% since CNN fired its last leader, a guy named Chris Licht. So CNN down bad. Breaking: CNN stars, hundreds of staff are on the networks. Ratings continue to tank. Yeah,
it's all over.
Their asses off.
Get them out of here.
These people get paid multi-millions. Like, who is that? Who are you even? What is an Aaron Burnett? What does that even mean? So much winning. Not tired of winning. The W's just keep coming. It's glorious, says ALX. Seeing the same media members who trashed and demonized all of us losing their jobs is a chef kiss.
Mm-hmm.
CNN is preparing to lay off its so-called talent. Jake Tapper and Wolf Blitzer denied raises. What's the blame for the layoffs? Nobody's watching them. Instead, people are watching this channel, so thank you.
Yep.
CNN is going to axe their top people. This is completely glorious. I cannot believe what CNN is paying some of these hosts. Like, how has that even been allowed, given the garbage dump in ratings? Has Meghan McCain, who used to have a very lucrative job on The View. CNN is cutting their hosts. MSNBC is being put up for sale.
Now, look at that. That's what I was saying earlier, is that CNN is cutting their top hosts, which means they are firing a lot of them and doing mass layoff on some of them. And then you got MSNBC is being put up for sale. Over there with old crying, lying Joy Reid, you know, the racist woman that's over there, Joy Reid, she need to go as well. She just as worse as all of them over there on The View. But this right here is this is what they get, though. And we just sitting back laughing, having a good old time over here, because at the same time, these people ain't nothing but liars. You know, they got that Trump derangement syndrome. It just flows through their body nonstop. Everything come out their mouth Donald Trump this, Donald Trump that, Republicans this, Republicans that. And shout out to everybody that's watching this video, because we getting more people to watch our videos than watching CNN, because people know if you tune in to CNN, all you're going to hear is a bunch of lies and propaganda of Donald Trump. That's the only thing you're going to hear if you go over there. It's just a whole bunch of lies. And it's kind of bad that Donald Trump done won now, and they still saying the same thing before he got elected. The same smear, the same lies. Now they going after white women that voted for Donald Trump. You got Sonny Holston saying white women is uneducated because they voted for Donald Trump. You got Joy Reid over there saying the same thing about white women, going after white women because they voted for Donald Trump. And they see the reason why their ratings is just plummeting.
MSM, bloodbath. CNN is laying off their top stars, beaten by X. I think that's amazing. MSNBC tops CNN on presidential election night for the first time in history. I think the funniest part about this is that people were tuning in to watch the meltdowns.
Yep, that's what it was.
MSNBC for sale. CNN just announced massive layoffs. Maybe you should stop demonizing the nation.
Yep.
Maybe you should stop pushing hoaxes.
That's what they've been doing.
Maybe you should stop saying that half the country's garbage, Nazis, fascists, clutching your pearls when a comedian tells a joke about Puerto Rico. Like, who the F cares? Like, grow up.
Yeah, and that's the thing when a Puerto Rican was telling a joke. And what I didn't like is that they were trying to put it on Donald Trump. Like, Donald Trump didn't say it. It was a comedian. This is the same comedian that says some crazy stuff about Tom Brady. He says a lot of stuff. He's a comedian. That's what they do. Whether you're a black comedian, Hispanic comedian, no matter what kind of comedian, you going to say something about other race. It's all jokes. And what did they do? They try to put what that guy said on Donald Trump. It's like, come on, man. Donald Trump said he had nothing to do with that. That wasn't a Republican that said that. There wasn't nobody that's close to Donald Trump that said that. There was just a comedian who was invited there. And they try to put what he said and made it seem like Donald Trump said it. It's like, get out of here with that, man. That's the reason why people seen straight through it.
Actually, you know what? I take it all back. Don't. Do exactly what you're doing. Because every single day, this program and this channel grows stronger. And you bleed your audience to us.
Yep.
We drink your milkshake.
Yep.
Your base are belong to us. And it's so glorious. Couldn't finish this story without leaving you the single greatest compilation of President Trump owning on CNN. Trump went live on CNN and ate. Here you go.
Let's go.
Can you say if you want Ukraine or Russia to win this war?
I want everybody to stop dying. They're dying. Russians and Ukrainians. I want them to stop dying.
He attacked Caitlyn as a nasty woman because she was trying to get him to answer a question.
I would like for you to answer the question.
Okay, it's very simple to answer.
That's why I asked it.
It's very simple to. You're a nasty person, I'll tell you.
With his false familiar claim that the 2020 election was, quote, a rigged election.
When you look at what happened during that election, unless you're a very stupid person, you see what happens. A lot of the people.
The day after a 9-person jury of his peers in New York found him liable for sexual battery and defamation and ordered him to pay writer E. Jean Carroll $5 million, he made fun of her account of her sexual assault.
What kind of a woman meets somebody and brings them up, and within minutes you're playing hanky-panky in a dressing room, okay? I don't know if she was married then or not. John Johnson, I feel sorry for you, John Johnson.
Mr. President.
This is a fake story, and you don't want to give it credibility.
And the falsehoods kept coming fast and furious about the January 6th insurrection, about the threat to Vice President Pence, about Pence's ability to overturn the election, about COVID, about the economy, and more.
And they were breaking into the Capitol, smashing windows, injuring police officers. Why did it take you 3 hours to tell them to go home?
I don't believe it did. Oh, let me pull it out. I have to pull it out.
There you go.
So if you look at, on January 5th, the day before, I said, please support our Capitol Police and law enforcement. They are truly on the side of our country. Stay peaceful. Stay peaceful. This was the day before, and this was in the form of Twitter. Now use Truth Social. I think it's far superior, okay? I hope everybody's on Truth. If you look January 6th, this is before 2:30. I am asking for everyone at the U.S. Capitol to remain peaceful. This is right after, as it was happening. But what happened is they took it down. I don't know why. I think they took it down because it was so good. They didn't like it being up there.
And many in the audience laughed.
And applauded.
Boy, and they see the reason why they lost this election. Now, he said, make sure you be peacefully. They always try to lead that out and just say, oh, the people. But then if you watch the video, it seemed like some of the people just was invited to walk through the building. And we heard Nancy Pelosi say it was her fault. CNN never acknowledged that. They never said, well, Nancy Pelosi did say that, it's her fault, that she should have did something. But they always lead it out to blame Donald Trump. That's why it cost them the election. That's why President Trump is victorious. And I am so happy, man. We have saved our country. And this is what CNN get for telling all those lies and thought that the American people was going to fall for it. And they didn't. So like I said, thank you all for watching, especially the ones that made it to the end. And I'll catch y'all in the next one.